Now, it has happened. The president can have the match. Now, fulfill the promise you made. Oh, no. There is a constitutional crisis. There is this and that. I said, look, this is not gentlemanly. That is not the way we are supposed to do. What are we telling Nigerians? We have not formed party. We have not formed government. We are emerging. We are violating our own constitutional provision by introducing what never anybody contemplated. You now became a smarter person. That is not the way we should go. And that's what has led us to where we are today.
Your Excellency, are you angry with the choice your party made of who should be the presidential flag bearer of your party, Atiku Abubaka? You have accused him of being one of the masterminds, or if not the mastermind behind the zoning thing not working out in terms of who got the ticket to represent the party in the ballot.
Wait, what do you mean if I'm angry with him?
Are you angry with him? And let's be clear, you're accusing him of being the mastermind.
No, it's not a question of accusing him. He knows that he is the mastermind. He knows that because he believes that if he does not become president now, he will not become president. So to him, this is my last chance. So he did everything he could do to make sure. Okay, no problems. You have achieved whatever you wanted to achieve. Now put the party together for us to move forward and win the election, which is the ultimate. The ultimate is not somebody to be presidential candidate. The ultimate is that we have to win election. Because obviously as a party, you must have a presidential candidate. But you must have a presidential candidate that has to win the election. So what's my anger? He has emerged. Whichever process, he has emerged. But what follows that is, having emerged, fulfill what has been agreed, and being the covenant of the tradition of our party. When you hear people talk about constitutional provisions and this and that, it just gets me, I just get mad. I say, look, what kind of smartness is this?
Is that what is stopping you from supporting him in his bid to become the president of Nigeria? He said in a recent interview that he has met with you at least 5 times, both home and abroad, and you guys are still, on a stalemate.
With all due respect, when you say somebody has told lies, it looks as if, why did he say an elder told lies? To put it, okay, what he said is not correct. Totally not correct.
Never met with you one-on-one?
Let me tell you. Atiku Abubaka, I will say it clearly today. When he returned from Dubai, after the sojourn to Dubai, after the 2019 election, here I'm talking to you. Atiku Abubaka came with Mana Waziri, Dino Melaye, and some of them. Before even they talk about go and pick from or no pick from, he came here to see me. And while we have read the general talk, he said he wanted 2 of us to talk. As I speak to you, right inside that parlor, 2 of us were there. He said he came to see me, that I shouldn't be angry, that he traveled, and people are saying that, since after he traveled, no contact with people. And I said, well, let's not cry over the spilled milk. Yes, it's correct. I know the support I gave you. You never even called me on phone one day. My brother, thank you, even if we didn't make it. I thank you for the support. I didn't support him in the primaries. I supported Aminu Tambuwal, Waziri Tambuwal. After that primary, that same day, Atiku came to see me in government house. I said, listen, you don't need to. I'm a PDP member. Let's move on. And I gave my words. And I did not only give my words, in terms of voting, APC never got 25% 2019, even when the president is sitting. In terms of logistics, let any state challenge River State in terms of who contributed more. So I said, look, that is not fair. He said, okay, sorry. I said, okay, it's okay. He said, look, he wants to tell me that he wants to run. I said, well, that's not wrong. However, we in the South had agreed that the presidency should come to the South. So I cannot say I will support you, because that will be betraying the agreement we have reached in the South, whether you're APC or PDP or any party. So I cannot. And he agreed and left. So that is before election. In fact, before even the issue of primaries had come. This was more than 5 months to the primaries or whatever. The only time I saw Atiku in my house was in Abuja after the primaries on Saturday leading to Sunday. He came to my house on Monday morning. I was returning to Port Harcourt before the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Madam Bella Adoki, called me that, look, that Atiku wants to see me. I said, look, I'm heading to airport. He said, no, just give him, that's okay. I'll be leaving by 10:30. Luckily, around 10 to 10:30, I was about to have, he came. He came in with some business people, some politicians. So he came there. I said, look, I have no problem. He said, okay, can we talk? We went to my office in my house in Abuja. You know, my anger, or one of the things that make me angry, I discuss with you, I respect you, you told me something, unknown to me, you are not sincere about it. There's nothing wrong in leadership. Just look, I don't think this can work now. I prefer it. Even the worst of it is that it came out from you voluntarily. Because when we sat down, he said, look, he has come to see me. I said, fine, what's the problem? He said, well, the primaries come and go. I said, no problem. I said, I know you thought I would go to court. I won't go to court. I don't want our party to die. Fine. He said, okay. He thinks that you have to go. I said, why? He said, yeah, because it's not the tradition that the chairman and the presidential candidate should come from the same zone. You know, this is what I don't like in my life. At that level. When you now say, come back and say, you know, so that was the only time Atiku came to see me after the primaries on Monday. The only time was in Jerry Gana's house, where Jerry Gana called me, pleaded with me. I should come to his house. I said, for what? He said, oh, the vice presidential candidate, he has also invited him. I said, okay, I will respect your come. I came. What do you want me to do? I need to work. I said, look, sir, you are not sincere. You are not serious. You say unified. How are you unified? You're a divider. You came to my state in one piece. You went and appointed presidential council members. You never wrote River State a letter to nominate, and we refused to nominate. All he did was to come to my state, divided my state, thinking that you have gotten the major people and made them presidential council members. You went ahead. A man that was expelled from the party, stamped by the court. The man is in Supreme Court now. You went and made him technical advisor. Now, in doing that, say the truth. Do you really want us to work together? You didn't stop there. You told people that after all, what is the governor of saying? All the leaders, elders have left him. I confronted him. I said, see, these are the things, some of the mistakes most of you make. That is what you, who is running the election, even if they have come to you, could you not have told them, this is gentlemen, I'm trying to say how me and your governor after these primaries, there should be reconciliation and reconciliation. I told him that Professor Jerry Ghana is a living witness. He's alive. And he said, okay, we'll see. I know his modus operandi. They believe in black men. Propaganda. The next time we met, this I'm telling you, not that he came to my family. It's not correct. The governor of Adamawa State told us, my colleagues who believe in the same thing, that look, his order, who of course is there from the state, he would want to talk to us. Is it because we're in London, we want to say, our messenger want to say, is that why? He said, no, yeah, it's okay. We agreed. We didn't invite him to come to our hotel room. We went to his hotel, Hilton Jumeirah. We went to his hotel. Myself, the governor of Benue, the governor of Abia, the governor of Oyo, and the governor of Adamawa, and himself. Another person that was Senator Laka. What are the issues? We said, look, there's no big deal about this. You have emerged. We're not talking about presidential candidate again. All we're talking about, can we follow the tradition of our party and let the national chairman comply, fulfill his promise he made? He told us in that meeting that yes, he confronted the national chairman. And the national chairman said, yes, I said so. I also say, if he has admitted, so what is holding up? So we agreed in that meeting. It's okay. Let us give him 1 week. We'll meet again. But as far as I is going to go, yes. Now, the modality of him going. Now, thinking that within that 1 week, he will call us back as promised. These are governors. For Christ's sake, we're not houseboys. For Christ's sake, he did not sponsor our election. For Christ's sake, he didn't give me 1 naira since I started on election in 1999. So it's not that I owe. I'm paying back. No. He did not pay my air ticket to come there. Out of wanting to make peace, we sponsored ourselves and came there. We were waiting within that 1 week. He didn't call us. All we had, he made a statement that no, there are constitutional impediments and therefore you cannot go. What? This was somebody we sat with, agreed on something, asked his governor. Omar Fintri, asked him.
So this is part of what is making you angry and causing
Not only angry,
because it didn't fulfill the promise.
Yes, the problem, you want to assume leadership at this level. And at this low level, you sat with people, agreed on something with people. Part of leadership qualities, look, hey, I may be wrong, but gentlemen, I have made this commitment. Gentlemen, having made this commitment, I may be wrong, I may be right. But if he believes in me, why not agree with me? This is the commitment I've made. Now, they started bringing all kinds of, and I laugh. And I say, listen, we're talking about election. We're not talking about primaries. And people begin to talk about, it's a bad loser, it's this. For Christ's sake, look, if I feel that pain, just like they did, when they were angry in the party, they left the party. Mention anybody around him today. Mention all the spokespersons around him today who never left this party because of one anger or the other. Mention. Even there are people whom I hear when I watch on television.
Is that something you're considering to leave the party?
No, the point I'm making. If you think that I'm that kind of bad loser that I can't take it, just like then, I would have left the party. They did it. Take, for example.
But is that in the cards for you to leave the party because you're obviously aggrieved and offended?
No, the point I'm making, because of my love for the party, that's why I'm saying the party. ordinarily, if I'm that so angry, like they did, like when he was even the vice president to Olusegun Obasanjo, he ran under ACN, he left the party PDP. Yes, he came back to PDP, he ran for primary, he went to APC. So I would have asked that too. Even the fraudulent way, the primary way, should have used as a reason. And said, look, no, I've left the party. But I said no. This is the party I've committed myself. This is the party I've supported. And you cannot, simply because I want peace. You can't say because I love the party. And they begin to trample upon us to say we are nobody. That's certainly not acceptable. What have we not done to say we want peace? You only say lies to the public. You don't want to tell the public, look, this was the actual thing that happened. Even when President Jonathan was elected as the presidential candidate of PDP 2014 into 2015, as a sitting president, let them deny it never happened. A sitting president went to London at the Chester Hotel to plead with Atiku Abubaka. Look, there's no need. You were vice president under this party. Yes, one or two may have happily left the party. You came back again. Now, please, you know the condition I gave him. He should relinquish his mandate. That's the only way. This is a sitting president in the Chester Hotel in London. I've said it severally. Can somebody come out and deny it?
Your Excellency, you talk about peace, you talk about unity in the party, you talk about how it is your utmost desire for the party to win. But you lead a group called the G5 governors, the integrity group.
Yeah.
Don't you think that is counterproductive? And some will even say it's better for you to leave the party than to lead a group that is openly not in tandem with what the party wants.
No, you're wrong. We're not like them. We can't leave our house for armed robbers. We won't do that. It's the house we built. We can't leave it for who? No way.
But it now seems that you are divided.
It's not divide. It was peace. Doesn't come in. There must be peace. There must be peace. We will not leave this party. For example, I don't lead the G5. Our leader is the governor of Benue State. Right? We cannot leave this party. We cannot do it. We are not like them. We will stay inside this house and fight. And we know they have no choice but to allow peace to reign.
So just to be clear, Your Excellency, what is the goal of the G5 governors? What do you want to achieve?
Fairness and justice. That is what our party is talking about. That is what we are telling Nigerians.
And what would they need to do, the party and the presidential?
Let the national chairman resign and allow the South to take their chairman. That's only, it's not a question of, look, we have never told him one day, we need this. We don't do that. We have never told him, give ministerial this, give this and this board. We have never, and we won't do it.
And how do you respond to people that say, if you think on, coming out again or, doing other things in terms of politics, this move that you are taking, you're a very vocal part of the G5 governors, is tantamount to political suicide. How do you respond?
What suicide? Who are those? What is their political status? What is their, that's why, you see, newspaper, media houses, people give a lot of people publicity that they don't deserve. Who are these people? They are the ones born to decide what your fate will be. You see, that it is, they say, political suicide. What the hell are they to decide you are committing political suicide? They are the ones that decide who is committing political suicide or not. You see, that is what we must break in this country. I will not be a party to that blackmail. Nobody will tell me that. Nobody. Nobody. Nobody was born